Hey guys, it's me, Tania. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I just wanted to give a quick word of encouragement for those of you who are wanting to start a lock journey but really don't know where to start. I am a lock head of over 6 years, and I've been making lock content for over 2 years, and I'm also a therapist and a follower of Christ. So yeah, generally speaking, that's what I talk about on my channel. But recently I just re-engaged and re-established making content on this channel. My most recent video is a lock video. If you are trying to start locks, I just wanted to, rather than refer you to a lot of my videos, which I'll link in the description box anyway, to give you some starter tips for lock growth. Okay, first off, a lot of the lock content out here, I would take what I would see with a grain of salt. Understand that there's no lock product that's going to make your hair grow. There is no lock product that is going to thicken your hair. Generally speaking, in order to make your hair healthy and to get it to grow out, it's about protecting your roots and keeping your hair clean and moisturized. And while there are products to kind of help stimulate your hair to a certain extent anyway, you can get that same stimulation by just doing massages on your scalp. Like, don't, as a new lock starter, so to speak, get caught up in trying to follow somebody else's regimen, trying to follow somebody else's product list, because at the end of the day, it might not work the same for you. Okay. Another thing is, before you start to interlock, please do a lot of research on it. There are different ways. There's a 2-point, the 3-point, and the 4-point rotation. I started out with the 4-point rotation. I would strongly recommend starting out with the 2-point rotation. A 2-point in general is a little bit healthier for your roots, although some people feel like interlocking is not healthy at all. But if you're going to interlock, it's very important that you have the technique down before you even put a needle, a tool, or whatever to your head. That's not really something you want to play with if you are not already familiar with how your hair works, if that makes sense. Editing, Tania. Okay, so when I say understand your own hair, what I mean is, if you know that your hair tends to marry very easily or snag very easily, and to a certain extent, coarse hair can be very fragile in that sense, then know that and be very cognizant of that when you are considering whether or not interlocking is good for you. Because interlocking is, while there is room for fixing an interlocking mistake, there is a lot less room for error, meaning more risk for irreparable damage with interlocking than retwisting. So just know, please know what you're doing. You can go back and mitigate a mistake. It's difficult to do so, especially if you are just learning your hair to begin with. Everybody's hair is different, so be familiar with your own hair before you look at somebody else's video on how they interlock theirs and try to do that. Another thing I wanted to say before I get off here is, whenever you're starting your locks, I would take regular breaks from watching other people's lock content. And that's just because you don't want to find yourself getting over-invested in somebody else's journey and feeling like if your hair doesn't look like somebody else's, that your hair journey or your lock journey is a failure. That can happen while you think that, okay, I'm not going to let that happen because I know better. If you follow somebody else's journey, especially from when they started their locks on to whatever stage they're currently documenting, it can happen, okay? So I would advise to take regular breaks from watching other people's lock journey and what's going on with other people's hair, because that will help you to focus more time on taking care of your own hair. Also, that's my opinion and what I believe, that you should not idolize your hair or anybody else's, okay? And that kind of goes with the last point. Hair is hair. Hair doesn't make you any better or any less than anybody else, whether it's short, long, whatever. The locks are thick or thin, it doesn't matter. Hair is hair. If for whatever reason you have to cut off your hair, you have to take out your locks, you can always go and start your lock journey again. It doesn't make or break you, and that's just what it is. I wanted to make this video real quick and concise for the people who have started lock journeys recently, the people who have started their lock journey and are contemplating combing their locks out. Chill for a little bit, think about it, really process it out. Identify if this is something that you want to do or if it's something that you feel pressure to do because of what people are saying, because ultimately it's your hair, and I feel like at the end of the day, you have the last say so when it comes to how your hair is. For my locked Christians, if you are contemplating starting a locked journey, I just don't see a lot of locked Christians documenting their locked journey. I think there's one, I think it's B Spiffy. She's really pretty. She's the only locked Christian that I know of, generally speaking. But you don't see a lot of locked Christians making content and all of that. You can take anything to God, you know. God cares about even the little things that we have concerns about. So if you're feeling anxious about starting a lock journey, or you feel anxious about your self-esteem or self-image because of your lock journey, or what you think other people will say, take it to God, you know, and he will help give you a peace that surpasses all understanding. Okay, those for my believers. And that's basically it. I just want to hop up here real quick. If you have not checked out my last video, please do so. It's just me showing you a little bit about how I wash my hair and showing you my current length as I am 6+ years locked. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.